When my wife walked in that night, she was glowing, not with joy, but with validation. Her friends had just left, a group of women I'd never truly connected with. They were loud, drank heavily, and treated relationships like trophies to win rather than bonds to care for. From now on, she said, kicking off her heels, I'm setting some new rules. I raised a brow. Rules? She nodded confidently. Yeah, boundaries. My friends say I've been too soft, that I need to take control, stop being the perfect wife who caters to every one of her husband's needs. I forced back a sigh. Didn't realize caring for each other was a weakness. Her smile faltered for a heartbeat, then returned. Don't be dramatic. It's about balance. I deserve to feel empowered. Over the next few weeks, those rules became her mantra. No cooking unless she felt like it. No cleaning. We can hire someone. No affection unless she was in the right headspace. Every time I tried to talk, every attempt at gentle conversation, she'd roll her eyes and quote something one of her friends had said. I stayed quiet longer than I should have. Told myself it was a phase, something she needed to feel in control again. But it wasn't control she wanted. It was power, and she was savoring it. The change didn't happen overnight. It crept in slowly, like frost crawling across a window pane. Quiet but unstoppable. Our dinners became separate meals. Conversations turned into logistics. Affection became a chore. I could feel her slipping away, and every time I reached for her, she pulled further back, repeating that same tired phrase, I just need space. Her friends loved it. Their comments filled her posts. Photos of wine glasses, captions about self-care, and choosing herself first. They cheered her on like she was breaking free from some invisible prison. But they couldn't see that the cage she was building now held both of us inside. I stopped arguing, stopped asking for time, effort, or even respect. I just watched. Noticed how she started coming home later, how her phone would light up with messages she flipped face down, how her laughter changed, sharper, emptier. Then one evening, she invited her friends over again. I stayed in the kitchen, listening. They toasted their freedom and independence. One of them laughed and said, You finally trained him right. He doesn't even argue anymore. They all laughed, even her. That's when something in me went still. It wasn't anger. It wasn't heartbreak. It was quiet clarity. The kind that settles in when you realize the fire's been out for a long time, and you've just been staring at the smoke. I didn't speak that night, but I'd already decided. The next morning, she found me at the table, calm in a way I hadn't been for months. My bags were packed. Nothing loud or dramatic, just quiet readiness. She blinked, confused. What's going on? I met her eyes. You wanted new rules. I said, I'm just following them. Her brow furrowed. What are you talking about? I took a slow breath. You spent weeks rewriting what love means, turning partnership into a checklist. You stopped being my wife and started acting like my warden. I stayed silent because I thought you were lost. But now I see you don't want a husband. You want an audience. Her face went pale. The same friends who had cheered her empowerment sat silent, watching through their phones as I walked toward the door. She reached for me. Wait, don't do this in front of them. I looked back once. You already did. By evening, word had spread. Her friends, the same ones who fueled her pride, sent awkward messages. We didn't think it would go that far. You two can fix this. But it was already too late. Respect isn't something you win through applause. It's built quietly, nurtured daily, until it becomes a ground beneath two people. She built her new rules on pride, not love. And when pride took over, she forgot the one truth every relationship depends on. No one wins when the goal is just to prove who's right.